I'm Veronica, and in the upcoming Thrive Summit, I will be talking about how to attract healthier relationships. And so do you have or have you ever had a relationship where sometimes you feel so good in the relationship and then at other times you feel so bad? And it's a continuous roller coaster, really, or just continuous chaos. Got highs and lows and you never know what's going to happen. You feel like you're walking on eggshells half the time. And quite frankly, it's addictive in a way. In other words, you feel so bonded to that person. But at the same time, in the lows, it's really not good for you, but you can't leave. You can't get out of it. And by the way, these can be romantic relationships. They can be with a parent. They can be with a friend. They can be with a boss. So it's relationships in general, not just love relationships. And so if you can relate to this at all, you may or may not have also experienced some consequences that come with staying in relationships like this for long periods of time. So I know all about this because for the majority of my life, I was in relationships like this across my life. And I ended up suffering serious physical consequences, mental consequences, and most definitely emotional consequences as well. So I was at a point where I was seriously unwell for a time. And that's when I knew I needed to just figure it out because I couldn't keep going the way I was going. Not only was I not happy, but like I mentioned, I was physically and emotionally and mentally just not myself anymore. So I went back to school and I started studying, and I just read a ton of books and did courses and really researched the topic. And then I realized as I moved along my own healing journey, I realized that the education side of it was one part, and understanding what was really going on and what was happening in those relationships and why I couldn't leave and why I felt so bonded to these people. That was important. But the other part was actually putting all that knowledge into practice and changing. And that's where it became really challenging for me, because knowing something is one thing, but then implementing the change and actually believing different things about yourself and being different is a whole nother ballgame. And so these are some of the topics that I want to touch on in my talk at the Thrive Summit. So we're going to explore the nuances of self-awareness and emotional intelligence and discover how understanding ourselves is really the cornerstone of how we connect with other people, so that you can start deciding what you do and the relationships you enter into and how you build those relationships based on what is versus what you believe could be. Because I did this and so many other people do this. They enter into relationships and stay in relationships based on potential versus reality. And there's reasons for this, all of which we'll talk about in the talk. But the talk is going to be filled with insights and practical advice. And really, we're going to delve into how to foster and create and attract healthier relationships. So whether you are seeking to improve your existing relationships or you're looking to attract new and healthier relationships across your life, then I really hope to see you at my talk. And I believe the team have a link to a little freebie here as well, which is just a simple PDF document that outlines how to recognize the red flags of an unhealthy relationship. So if you're unsure about something, then definitely download this document, and I can't wait to meet you.